Now then, people, good morning and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Never a dull day in the life of a Leeds United fan. Wow. Late last night, it was revealed and brought to our attention from, I'd love to say a reputable news source, but it's not. But it's been picked up by every man and his dog and every woman and her cat now. David Coote, the cocaine snorting referee, of which I had a lot of compassion for, without wanting to normalize the use of taking drugs, of course. But he was filmed by so-called friends at an afters, calling Klopp a cunt, saying he's not a nice person, and all this sort of stuff, right? He's lost his job, he's under investigation, he won't work again, will he? Let's be honest. More fool him, right, I guess. But also very harsh from his friends. And now it has transpired that he had previously advised a friend that he would book a player. And that player in question is none other than Eshjan Alioski of Leeds United. So basically, all these years of us saying the Football League's corrupt and that, admittedly, we were in the Premier League at this stage. My camera's on a bit of a mad one. Admittedly, we were in the Premier League at this stage. But ultimately, Mr. David Coote had prearranged. I mean, he's refuting these claims, but listen, they also, said it wasn't white powder that he was putting up his nose. And then he came out and said, yeah, it was him. He tried to make out it was a big deep fake video. It wasn't me. Like Shaggy would say, it wasn't me. You caught me doing it on the kitchen counter. It wasn't me. On the sofa, no, it wasn't me. And then he went, okay, it was me. And now he's refuting these claims, but it is out there now to say that shamed referee, Mr. David Coote, at centre of betting probe after discussing booking player before the game and saying, I hope you backed it. I mean, it's not hard to book Alioski, let's be honest. It's an absolute nightmare. But he's gone into that game with the full notion of getting his card out for Alioski. He's probably said, listen, it'll be easy for me to book Alioski. I don't know. He's refuting these claims, but there is a new court ref. The court ref, they're calling him. Shamed ref David Coote was at the centre of an FA betting probe last night. After it emerged, he discussed giving a yellow card before the match. Coote messaged a pal saying, I hope you backed, as discussed. There you go. Shows you. Who'd have thought here? Messages emerged showing Coote discussing dishing out a yellow card to a player before a game. Coote gave Leeds player Alioski a yellow after just 17 minutes, by the way. After just 17 minutes for a foul on Darnell Furlong. The FA said it was investigating the very serious allegation as a matter of urgency, and Coote denies any wrongdoing. Obviously, at the minute, he's already under investigation for a foul mouth rant on Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp, who last night, not last night, but obviously was calling him a cunt, and he's under very, serious allegations and all that sort of stuff for that. But a separate investigation was also launched by the FA as a matter of urgency into the messages which came before and after a Leeds versus West Brom game in October 2019. It is understood that Coote accepts a discussion took place, but claims it was only banter and nothing improper took place. That old chestnut, just banter. But this shouldn't even be a conversation, and especially if after the game you've gone back and said, I hope you backed it. Now, he did say, whatever issues I may have had in my personal life, they never affected my decision-making on the field. I disagree. I've always held the integrity of the game in the highest regard, refereeing matches impartially and to the best of my ability. Bullshit. This is the thing. This is where Referees, they're only human. They will have their favourites. They will have supported clubs growing up. Everyone hates Leeds. Da 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 da. You know the scenario. I guess the hardest thing for him is that he's got caught. Ultimately, he's got caught. Yeah, in the new exchange unearthed by the newspaper, Coote appears keen to impress a Leeds fan he met online. He bragged that he was set to officiate in the upcoming Leeds versus West Brom game. The pal says he jokingly told Coote to give a yellow card to Leeds left-back Alioski so that he could put a bet on it at the bookies beforehand. So this is with a Leeds fan, by the way. Why is a Leeds fan asking him to do that? Why is a Leeds fan asking him to do that? The day before the game, Coote tells him, yeah, really good. I've got Leeds tomorrow. The friend replied, ooh, big game. We still on for what we discussed? Alioski, in brackets. Maybe I could join you if so. Coote replies, haha, don't know what you mean. His friend then posts, haha, well, I'm off to back it in the morning, so don't let me down. Coote answered, we'll see. The following evening, Alioski is booked in the 18th minute of the game for a sliding challenge on Darnell Furlong. Last night, football experts said the booking was fully justified given the nature of the tackle. Leeds eventually won the game 1-0 with a goal from Alioski. The following day, Coote messaged his friend again to say, what a day yesterday. I hope you backed as discussed. The pal tells him that he did not put money on it, but he believes another friend backed it, though. Coote then replies, haha, he will have to share with you then. Football bosses were last night examining the latest shock revelations to ensure no corruption exists within the game. Speaking on the condition of anonymity, the pal told The Sun, my first contact with Coote was online. When I got talking to him a bit more, I found out about his job as a football referee. I jokingly told him to give Alioski a yellow card in the Leeds game the following day, West Brom, so I could back this in the bookies. He sarcastically replied, we'll see. Just 18 minutes into the game, Alioski was booked. It was Leeds' only yellow card in the match. He messaged me a while after the game and said, I hope you backed it as discussed. Insane. Isn't it funny how when one thing is released about his thoughts on club, everything is released? Yeah, well, this is what always happens. It's like a deck of cards, isn't it? It's like a deck of cards. It was you, yeah. Keeping it real said it was him. He just worded it a little bit different. They go on to say, PGMO said last night, the facts need to be, I'm over it, says, was it a yellow card offence? According to experts, yes, but that's not the point. Because refereeing is subjective. And if you've already got it in your mind that you're going to make a decision, then there was his opportunity. And he was the only one booked in the whole night. The PGMO said last night, the facts need to be established in light of these very serious allegations. We adopt a zero-tolerance approach to any breach of our integrity code of conduct, which is signed by all match officials on an annual basis. The PGMOL board is committed to taking the appropriate action should any breach of the code be proven. Coote remains suspended and subject to an ongoing disciplinary process by the PGMOL. He'll never work in refereeing again, especially in this country, probably never in Europe. Separate to the investigation into this matter, which will be carried out independently by the FA, we'll be making no further comment at this time. The Football Association added, these are very serious allegations and we are investigating as a matter of urgency. Wow. The worst thing is, we were all back in Firpo. We should have been, Firpo wouldn't have been here then, actually. But we should have been, I don't know if this is an AI image, but this is apparently the messages. That's not the messages, is it, folks? That don't look like a messaging app. I think X backed it, though, so it must have been his mate. He'll have to share with you. There you go. Bam. No, that's definitely not no thing, but it is mad. And more's going to come out, isn't it? Like I said, he's come out and gave a report. Coote refutes allegations around yellow card in Leeds United versus West Brom match. This is in the YEP now. David Coote refutes allegations around yellow card. I mean, the Leeds United Live did an article, but then it got took down. So I wonder if they're worried about, like a newspaper's worried about lawsuits or whatever. I don't know, because it's not there anymore. But Leeds United are at the centre. This is just reiterating what we've just mentioned. The newspaper alleges that after Coote put the player, he messaged the individual back to say, "I hope you backed it as discussed." Like, it's not good, is it? David Coote. Imagine not being Leeds. Was asked to book Alioski before a Leeds versus West Brom game. He booked said player. Then after the match, sent a text back saying, "I hope you backed it." The Football League, the FA is corrupt. The worst thing is, I actually was on social media defending Coote and said I feel almost sorry for him because I'm not trying to normalize drug taking. I don't use any substances anymore, right? But my point is, he's obviously felt safe enough in an environment with friends to want to take cocaine and then not have that shared, right? So this is where I felt sorry, because he's then had it shared. He's lost his job. He won't be able to work in it again. He'll have family, I think. Although I think he might be gay, maybe. Again, that's not confirmed, but yeah, he was on, I don't know. So he might have been at an afters with a guy or whatever, doing whatever, I don't know. And yeah, you know what people are like when they've had the marching powder, they're just wild. But anyways, his life now is tumultuous. It's just been ripped apart and all this sort of stuff. And I felt sorry for him. I had compassion for him. And then now it's like against my football club, and it's like, oh God. Do you know what I mean? Uh-oh. But I don't think I've frozen, mate. Have I frozen for anybody else? No, I'm not frozen. So yeah, David Coote. I can't really have compassion for him when it's against my team, tribalism in football and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? What might happen now, folks? Again, we're only human. Things get into your psyche. Leeds United might get some favourable decisions now. We might get some penalties, you know? We might get some penalties. Who knows, man? You know, football's corrupt at the highest level, like money, all this sort of stuff. We know how the way the cookie crumbles, but it just calls everything into question when you look at some of the decisions over the years. Not just at Leeds United, everywhere. And you go, I can sort of, like, I know a lad who's mate's a lino from Borough, and he's linoed Leeds games before, and they've had banter, but like, I've not. They're very good friends. Do you know what I mean? And he's a Borough fan and all this, and it's just. But also there is that human element to it where, like David Coote, for example, is on record as calling Klopp a CUNT. Now, he might have been a CUNT with officials, right? But he already is going to be less favourable to Klopp's Liverpool because of this fact. They can talk about being impartial and all that, but I'm not, you can't help it. It's in your nature. We are humans. So I can understand maybe looking at teams more favourably than others. I think we would all do it. Let's be honest. If you're a referee even on Sunday League and someone's doing this and giving it all this, yeah, you would then, if he made a thing that was maybe on the line, you'd go, feck it, you're getting a yellow. You know what I mean? I understand all that. But when you've said to someone pre-match, someone said, book Alioski, we'll see, ha, ha, ha. Then you've got and booked Alioski. Then you've texted that person back saying, you know, I hope you backed it. Like, mental. It is. Is it that? It is match fixing. I don't know. Look at VAR. They got referees doing the VAR. Felix Weyer involved in VAR, and he was. And listen, this isn't the only time we've lost out on European Cups due to bloody bad officiating, right? Here we are then. The Athletic have picked up on it as well. Let's get on to Athletic article. It's always easier to read on here. So, this is it. Premier League referee David Coote investigated by FA over alleged betting breach. Suspended Premier League referee Coote is being investigated by the Football Association following allegations he discussed issuing a yellow card with a friend before the match. The allegations were first reported in the newspaper Sun on Tuesday night and relate to a booking received by Leeds United's Alioski from Coote during the Championship game. Sorry, was it? I thought it was a Premier League. Wow. So the EFL is corrupt, yeah? We've got it now. We can say it was part of that conspiracy we've had running for many years. They want to keep us in the division because we're the cash cow and that. This proves it. So this is what he said. I strongly refute these false and defamatory allegations. Don't forget, he said he weren't sniffing the white stuff either. And he was. So we can't believe this guy. Whatever issues I may have had in my personal life, they have not affected my decision-making on the field. I would disagree, man. You could have been on the come-down. You might have been, a little bit worse for wear. Got the fear and just thought, fuck it, I'll book him. I have always held the integrity of game in the highest regard, refereeing matches impartially and to the best of my ability. The Sun reported that Coote accepted a discussion with a friend had taken place, but then nothing inappropriate had happened. So he's accepting, yeah. Nor is it suggested he gained financially from the booking. Alioski was booked for a late sliding challenge and the decision appears routine. That's fine, yeah, it's the yellow card, but it's the fact he's had the discussion. But then it also brings in a wider picture, a bigger picture, doesn't it, of this may have been banter with friends or whatever, and he's silly for putting himself in that situation. Why the Leeds fans asked for it, I do not know. He needs fucking talking now. If anything, you should have said, don't book him. Book Furlong, Book Bartley. Why are you asking for a Leeds United player to be booked, you big stiff idiot? What sense is that? And also, the odds on Alioski would have been pretty low. Go for the goalkeeper. Go for someone else that doesn't get booked. They need some tips. If you're going to match fix, do it properly, Send off the manager. Don't book Alioski, who was a guaranteed yellow anyway. An FA spokesman. Yeah, so my point is, yeah, man, it's mad. An FA spokesperson described the allegations as very serious and that they are being investigated as a matter of urgency. The PGM, the organisation that manages England's leading football officials, released a statement on Tuesday night saying the facts need to be established and that they adopt a zero-tolerance approach to any breach of their integrity code, with the PGMOL board committed to taking the appropriate action. So Nick, David Coote's accepted. Do you think they would run with it if it was fake, Nick? Come on, bro. David Coote has accepted it. The conversation did go on. Coote was initially suspended after a video was posted online of him making offensive remarks about Klopp, which we know. So they got that video, which one day after the Euro quarter-final between France and Portugal, where Coote was the assistant referee. The Athletic has been unable to verify the video nor confirm Coote's identity, but the PGMOL responded when asked to provide a comment on it, saying they are aware of the allegations and are taking them very seriously. UEFA have also suspended Coote in its competition on November 11th, 2 days before the Sun released its video, because obviously the Sun will have gone. He'll have known about this. Listen, Coote, we want your comments. Listen, PGML, we want your comments before it was actually released. They're always aware of stories coming out, yeah? Coote is also subject to a separate FA investigation for a potential breach of its rules in relation to the comments about Klopp. David Coote remains suspended and subject to an ongoing disciplinary process by the PGMOL, separate to the investigation into this matter, which will be carried out independently by the FA. So watch this space, I guess, on that one. But David Coote, is a cheat, in effect, right? We won't get feck all, except we won't see that referee. Yeah, we're not going to get anything in recompense. All I would say is that maybe now we might get some favourable decisions. We might genuinely get some favourable decisions from referees subconsciously. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh shit, it's Leeds. Yeah, we know what's happening here. Let's just let that one slide. So it might help. Liverpool win the league, we win the championship. That's how it normally goes, isn't it? When Liverpool win the league, we win the second division. Happy days. But yeah, that came out late last night. It'll be picked up all throughout the day. I was up. I thought I'd react to it this morning. Don't forget, we've got your watch along tonight. Leeds United win to go back top of the league on goal difference, and then Saturday we can create a gap if we beat Blackburn, and obviously Sheffield United and Sunderland. One of them will drop points. So 2 wins, please, this week to make it a 3-game winning week. 9 points in the bag. But Luton tonight, it will be tough. Be a lot harder than a lot of people expect. But I think Leeds United can come through it. Yeah, true. Keeping it real. Probably. But smash me a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Get your comments in. Hit that notification bell. Thanks as always for tuning in. And I'll see you tonight at 6:45. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. But yeah, the Football League's corrupt. David Coote, I do feel sorry for your personal issues, but your professional conduct is an absolute disgrace. And you have brought the game into disrepute. You are a fool. You're a fool. You got the job on the technicality. Good night. Something like that, anyway. Peace out. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you in a bit. Love.